Hi everyone, welcome to the CD Cave. I'm Jack Burial. Today in this video, I'll be going back in time, so to speak. Um, the days when we used to go to the record store, browse through what they had. I come from a small town. We have one family-owned record store. They sell mostly used vinyl and CDs. They do have some new stuff, but it's mostly popular generic stuff. Excuse me. So we don't really have the big record stores anymore that has everything available. And so to me, usually at night, I go on my phone and I browse through eBay and Amazon and check for new stuff, new releases and that. And then I'll go on YouTube and kind of listen to what I was looking at and see if I like it or not. So that's kind of cool being able to do that today. But when I was younger, you go to a record store and you'd look at an album, and unless it was something you had heard on the radio or through a friend, you often bought stuff just on a whim type thing, by the way the album looked or who was possibly on the album. So that's what this video is about today, is reminiscing back to going to the record store when I was younger and actually physically browsing through vinyl and some CDs, because CDs were just starting at the time, and some stuff that I've bought back then that I still own today and I still listen to. So I hope you stick around to watch that video. If you haven't been here before and you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And hit like, leave a comment down below. Maybe comment on some of your experiences going to the record store. And maybe you're one of the lucky ones that live in a bigger city that has multiple record stores you can still physically browse. So for me, I'm going to start showing some of the stuff that, most of the stuff I bought years ago and purely on a whim. So here we go. The first one, Trillion, their debut album. Purely bought this on the name and in the cover. If I remember, this was on a display case in the front as soon as you walked into the record store. I think the store was called Music World at the time. And the cover got my attention right away. But this is a great album. They do have kind of a Queenish sound to some of their songs, mainly because of the guitars and the vocals, but great stuff. Hold Out, Give Me Your Money, Honey was a mild hit for them. Never Had It So Good. Fancy Action. Child Upon the Earth is a great song. This is from 1976. Totally bought on a whim. Trillion. The next four I bought in the same day. They were all in the same bargain bin. They used to be in the bin at the back. Stuff they were trying to get rid of. And usually get for a couple of dollars back then. And of course I had quite a tight budget back then. And so I had to be careful what I spent my money on. And these four albums were there. I picked them all up. The first one I had seen was actually the debut. And the logo is what got me. And the name Two Angel is kind of a cool name. And the logo really got my attention. And this is a great album. The opening track, The Tower, is great. Broken Dreams, Sunday Morning, Mariner. This is from 1975. This band features Greg Giuffria, which went on to form the band Giuffria, and was in House of Lords for the first 4 or 5 albums, I believe. And there was also the second album, Aluva Band, which is probably my favorite. And as you can see, it has the hole punch there. Most of these albums from these bins had that, or had a slit cut on the side. Sometimes you'll find CDs like that today. Feeling Right, The Fortune, Mirrors, Feelings. It's a great album, 1976. Yeah, Angel. Great artwork too. And the next one, you actually see the whole band on the front. On Earth as It Is in Heaven. And I own all these on CD now. And they actually, I've reformed a few years ago. They put out a couple albums in the past few years. But this is another great album too. Telephone Exchange, She's a Mover, You're Not Fooling Me. That Magic Touch is a great song. Cast the First Stone, Just a Dream. This is from 1977, this one. And the last one I picked up that day was one called Sinful. I always found kind of cool the way they all dress in white. This too is a good album from 1979. Don't Take Your Love, Just Can't Take It, You Can't Buy Love, Waited a Long Time, Lovers Live On. Yeah, that too. All their albums are good. I find they're all great. Even their last two releases are quite good. They feature two original members, the lead singer and the lead guitarist. They're still in the band. The rest are different. Another one too that I believe were on display too as I walked into the record store one day. And the name and the album cover, the art, is what purely got me. It was probably on sale too, probably. But Molly Hatchet, Flirting Disaster. Great southern rock band. Whiskey Man's a great song. One Man's Pleasure. Of course, the title track, Flirting with Disaster, is a great song. Gunsmoke. Let the Good Times Roll. Yeah, this is a great album. It's from 1979. I do believe they're still together today. They don't have any original members. I know they have members from Blackfoot and Leonard Skinner in the band. But yeah, great southern rock, Molly Hatchet. Cool cover art. Next one, I do believe they're a Canadian band. And this one too was picked up in one of those bins. Is Lynx Sneak Attack. And this one too features the little punch hole there. And I think it's the album cover, The Eyes in that got my attention originally, because I had never heard of the band at the time. I do own this on CD now, and I also have one called We Are the People that I have on CD, which is quite good. I think they have 4 albums altogether out. I Just Want to Love You is great. Which Side? Tell Me, Ain't No Way. Crazy Lady, it's a great song. Old Man. This is from 1978. Yeah. Lynx, if you're not familiar with them, check them out. Sneak Attack. Kind of cool album cover there. The next one, also a Canadian band, which I also picked up on the name and the album cover. And this one here, if I remember, was on display too at the front of the store. Just caught my attention right away, walking up to it. Moxie. This album features Buzz Sherman on vocals, which has since passed away, but later on, Mike Reno from Loverboy actually sang on one of their later albums, before you went to Loverboy. Nothing Comes Easy, Sweet Reputation. Riding High is a great song. You need to check that song out. Young Legs, Another Time, Another Place. Are You Ready? This is a great Canadian band here. And I do believe they still play today. They still tour. This is 1977, Moxie. Next one I do believe was from Bin 2, East of Eden's Gate by Billy Thorpe. He's an Australian artist. He was formerly in a band called the Aztecs before he went solo. This is from 1982. This stuff is very hard to find. I don't own any of his stuff on CD, but I look for it all the time. It's quite pricey when you do find it. East of Eden's Gate's great. It's got a really great introduction. Edge of Madness, Hold On to Your Dream, While You're Still Young, I Can't Stand It, Dogs of War. Yeah. A great Australian artist here, Billy Thorpe. Next, another great band from the Boston area, New England. I do own this on CD now. Actually, they have they put out 3 albums, I do believe. This one too has the punch hole here from the bin. Great album. No, Hello, Hello, Hello. Don't Ever Want to Lose You was a big enough radio hit. Shall I Run Away? Alone Tonight. Yeah, this is a great album. Played this album quite a bit. I still play the album to this day. If you're not familiar with them, check them out. New England. The last vinyl I'll be showing today, which is David Roberts, also from the special bin because it's got that hole there. Whenever I seen this one, what attracted me to it was it had a hype sticker mentioning Toto members on the album, and Toto was in its heyday at the time. I think they were on like their third or fourth album, and really hitting it big. And it's a great album. It has Jeff Porcaro on here. Mike Porcaro is also on here. All in the Name of Love is good. Too Good to Last. Boys of Autumn was a big hit off this album. Wrong Side of the Tracks. Midnight Rendezvous. Yeah. Hard to find on CD. Very expensive. But I play the vinyl. I'm happy to own the vinyl. Good for me. And the last two I'll be showing today are CDs. And the first one, which was a recommendation by the store owner at the time, is Taikedo Don't Come Easy, featuring Danny Vaughan on vocals. CD I have in the car all the time. I actually made a duplicate copy of this and I have it in the car all the time. My wife's quite a big fan of the band. But Forever Young, Wings, Burning Down Inside, Seasons, Standing Alone's a great track. Nothing But Love, Sail Away's great. Yeah, great stuff. Do check them out if you're not familiar with them. Taikedo. And the last one, which I purely bought on the artwork, is Trickster. And this is a great CD. Because of the artwork. And the artwork kind of reminds me of the album Shandy by Kiss. But they had a hit with One in a Million on this. Surrender is a good song. Line of Fire. Heart of Steel. The Whip. On and On. It's from 1990. Trickster. You check them out. Good band. So that's it for this video of going back in time to the record store. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care of yourselves.